Hey everybody, hope that you're doing well. I'm kind of just chilling. I was doing a little bit of grinding earlier, um, just helping a member of my FC leveling up Monk. And yeah, gonna try to finish up Heavensward either today, and if not today, then Thursday. I will be streaming all Thursday until I get there. Anyway, last time we had fought Hraesvelgir, trying to get their support. Ended up finishing up that dungeon. Now we're meeting with Alphinaud and Emmerich. Oh, oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. And had he truly meant us harm, we would not be standing here now. Plainly his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Google? Oh, wow, Kupo. Chris, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. Forgot we beat his ass while he was there. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Chris's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Moghead. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. Oh, man. I didn't like Kupo's originally. Or, not Kupo's, Moogle's. But some of
Our
them have grown on me.
negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgir's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours.
I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. We bodied
It
him.
was your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Now. Literally right this second.
Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
Oh, I was joking.
It has
He's
begun.
actually fighting
We
us
must
right now.
away to Ishgard.
This ain't good. I guess give me the max potion. An end to the song. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Oh god, okay. I have no choice in the matter. I just disappeared. Turns out it's not Nidhogg. Bahamut's just back again. Know you then what this roar portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to his wrathful song. Vidafnir, and I don't know who the other dragon. Other dragon looks really cool though. No, Emmerich, I want that one. You read the big one. I really want to know what that dragon is that Emmerich was riding on, and if I can get it as a mount. That dragon looked sick. Oh, we're back. This was a really cool fight the first time. Oh, you're dead. That's a dick move, dude. That's crazy. Is that Arturo? I think it was. And Manolin has shorter hair. Lucia, get it? Yeah.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns.
Lucia, no! Oh, walking off.
We must hold!
Yeah, that one's Arturo. Good kill, bestie. I guess Amenolin would not have the guts to be here right now. Like, he's improving, but this is a step above a friendly melee. They're playing really cheap, just knocking everybody off.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
It's probably Nidhogg then. Oh no, it's us. How you doing? Can I superhero land? I'm not in combat yet, so it only dropped to 1 HP. This is gonna get real confusing for our
Lord
soldiers.
Commander!
Me.
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Using the Seeing Horde blade in this mode. Oh, that's really cool. That was really fucking cool. Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother?
Still walking.
Abandon this war, Shade.
Nal inga. Ale ikinfa en kohesto in.
The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind.
Undo kai omon ikin in kastaga. Stajas. Skol hes son.
Never shall our grief be assuaged nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance and be at peace. You don't like that idea. I don't need to translate that. What soft-headed ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume hath made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Yeah, you fucked up saying that. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved. Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for battle. I'm gonna let you two settle this real quick. I'll take winner. Yo, that looks crazy. That's not supposed to be doing that. Are you gonna use that as a club? Yeah, you sure are. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought that Lucia and Aymeric actually got crushed. It's a really sturdy bridge if it can support all that weight of like an entire tower just being laid down on it. Focus on the worst things in these fights. What? Bro went phase 2? Does Trace Valkyrie get a phase 2? Oh shit. No, he's not getting a phase 2. Thou art weak, Race Velgir, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me?
Snalis rei in, Nedwar, Elstra.
Glory not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. Thine eye, what hast thou done? Do we have the eye? Oh. Well, I don't know when that happened, but I guess we get this phase too. Fool, thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength. I just want to let this music play for a second.
Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a bind of plea to her kin.
Okay. I found the song. I might listen to it a little bit later. It is Dragon Song.
Treachery was broke.
Oh, that art is sick. For the original soundtrack art, that goes crazy. Okay. I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair, and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance.
Sweat
Just gonna let the music play? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna beat your ass. Can I do it with NPCs? Nope. I need to use Thorin's Ring at some point. Because I think that... Wait. Okay, yeah, regular Thorin is Singularity Reactor.
Children of the land and service. Why must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust? Seeking solace in
I'm
the
trying to think of what will be a sick pose.
Tell me why create a circle none can break? Why must you let go the life you were bestowed? This I fear I'll never know.
Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna try to be main tank, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Children of the land, do you
Okay, I guess the frog man wants to be main tank. He provoked after I provoked. If he starts dropping low, then I'll provoke again. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, lightning bolts, okay. Uh-oh. Someone didn't move in time. Oh god, I'm getting hit really hard. I'm gonna have to hell it down. I need healing very badly, please. Where's the healers? Please? I already invulnerability. I got a clemency myself. Okay. I got really worried there for a second. So I believe from what a member of my FCS told me earlier, this is basically the end of post Heavensward. What? Shit. And everything after this is pre-Stormblood. You look insane. Interrupt that. Moving out of one range. Future on Shadow Dragon cannot be tanked. He wanders as he pleases, but he's easy to dodge. That's a lot of stuff. Other two do cleaves and need to be burned fast. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready to provoke in case that does a ton of damage. You ate that shield. Did you? Thought he invulnerability, but he didn't. Not that I saw at least. Stop running towards me! I'm ready to provoke if I need to. Nope, once again, he ate it. Yeah, that was a hell of ground. Do we have a Scarlet? No, we got White Mage and Word Brother, thou hast doomed me. But if I must meet mine end, then all shall burn upon my pyre. This version of Nidhogg is really cool. Oh, now he's just a red dragon. Give me back the cool, like, half... Ooh, okay. I am on it. I didn't get there in time. I was like an inch away from it. But enough people ate it to stay stacked. It's 5 times, okay, 4 times. Ooh, get out of that. Stay in the middle. But the half Justinian, half Nidhogg hybrid looked absolutely sick. There we go. Justinian, You gotta chill, buddy. Chill for a minute, bestie. Just stay there. Just chill. Hey, Rev, how you doing? It's okay, you look thirsty. I can fix it. It'll be alright, Astidian. Congrats on the big win on my break at work. Hell yeah. We'll hope work's going good. That fight was hype as hell. Long loading time. Oh, straight into a cutscene, that's why.
Astidian!
Ooh, no helmet. Apparently seeing my face is very important here.
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
You're welcome to try. Astidian. Oh, he's still in there.
This is not your hand, worm!
Yeah! Fight back, bestie.
Thou wilt obey.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Wait, no. Yeah, rip out the eyes, rip out the eyes.
You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! We're gonna
No!
get the eyes out.
You can't
no.
die like this! I won't let you!
Oh no. Who is this? Isael? What the fuck? No. Oh. Wait. Oh no, throw him like a basketball. Just yeet that shit. Seeing Horse's fun again hit me really hard. The eyes aren't even glowing anymore. They're like fully dead. And Estinian's moving!
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yeah, throw him like a basketball.
This bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Take his helmet off. Let us finally see his face, and more than just like a tiny glimpse at his eyes.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Okay, but like cradle his arms too. Like his shoulders are gonna be so hurt after. Where did your wing come back from?
Alemon integran. Fall in.
No, hold on though. Hold on. You had your wing ripped off. The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds. Oh, wait! You are missing part of this wing. Oh, I thought it was a full wing that was gone.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Sorry, I was checking something.
Ustra udin instra rare. An hesnesh. One in
I was not paying attention for a second and forgot to read that. I wish thy companions a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of men.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Elfino, where are you? Oh, you're right here. You just haven't loaded in yet. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed. But no. The past is done and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad, and rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epochal victories, though I must admit that I took great joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remained. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. No, yo! How you doing? Yeah, they're walking with a limp after the fight, which is like completely Oopsie. I was turning around to see if I could see the toppled tower on the bridge. I think that this is the bridge that we fought on, but I don't see it. What were you thinking coming back out here before your wounds healed? I love the way that Estinian is my favorite story character. Hell yeah. I love the way that, like, the random NPCs, like the unnamed ones, change depending on what's going on in the story. Like, seeing the temple guard walking around using their swords as crutches. Man. I don't know who my favorite story character is anymore. It was Horshaphon, and that's why I'm never taking this shield off. Chris, Master Alphinaud, my honored friends. As if winning Hraesvelgr to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Chris and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our Hospitalier captain. I am told that he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Aymeric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmond and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Chris. It would seem that we are awaited at Forton Manor. Man. Okay, so one of the things that got me back into playing more regularly was I saw that a streamer, Volpixie, had started the game through Shenpai, and was really enjoying watching them play through, and even stuck around a few times, like, with them and followed them around, like, in the massive crowd that was just cheering her on between things. And I missed it. She just did the vault. Damn it. I wanted to be there with my shield. Welcome, Master Almeida. May I show you inside the manor? Yeah, let me in. Let me in!
The heroes of the hour return.
Even Onowa was, like, put into armor and was put on the wall. That's really dangerous. He's 14.
It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
You were there, and that's what
Well,
that
we
is.
cannot all be heroes, dear brother. let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
You sound less sarcastic than you were at the start. And that's enough growth for me.
And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
Attaboy.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
It's good. I like
There will
that.
be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, warrior of light. Go then, visit the Azure
That was louder
Dragoon,
than I thought it would be.
and grant him what comfort you may.
Let me out. I gotta go check on my bestie. Let me out. I don't know if I would call Estinian my bestie, but I do like him a lot. Foundation. I guess I don't need to pay 100. Or I can just do this and end up in a better spot. Do I? I've walked past him so many times, and I was always hoping that somebody would help him, but they haven't. Nope. Good luck with whatever you're going through. Hey, Merrick, where is he? Chris, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphino. Ah, you came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Hraesvelg's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Yo, I get a wind-up Emmerich, and I get their coat. That's cool. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit, and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he sees something of a lost sibling. and in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Oh. What's up with this angle, dude? You're making me look so short. Turn the camera. Turn it now. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He's a friend for whom I would gladly... Oh. Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Okay, quit with the angles making me look so short. I guess they're all Elzen, right? So never mind, I guess that's fair. Compared to them, I would look short. See, tell them I'm on my way. Let's go. Quick, we must go to him. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Ooh. Okay. How long are these cutscenes? I have a half hour, so I'm hoping that it is not that. There have been some long ones, but I'm expecting it to be less than half an hour. Why are you crying?
Estinian.
That's Estinian? Smash. That is a handsome man.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Wakes up, tells Alphino to shut up, refuses to allow him.
When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now,
I thought he was about to put his hands
if
on his
Master
head.
Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
Why are
The
their necks so
tendrils of
long?
Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retain some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against Dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not: comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
You gotta wash that helmet.
Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
No.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
Give him
I
a
too
little
must
kiss.
see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic.
Don't drink any wine.
The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
Yo, what's that dragon's name? Give me that dragon.
Prominent among the many honoured guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
What? He's the new Azure Dragoon?
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
He's so sleepy. So Heavensward is just a book that he wrote? Interesting. I mean, not just a book. It's like the biography of, biography's not the right word. Just like a book of the Dragon Song War. Can't think of the name or the word for it. Like the book version of a documentary. I don't think it's a biography, right? Because a biography is for a person. I don't know. When I was gazing out of the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Chris. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state, and I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel Wow. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way that you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? These questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. He tried to bring you flowers. Thank you, Chris. And please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alphinaud. I gotta find Alphinaud at Forton Manor. What's the closest thing? There it is. Unquiet Trader. I feel like I recognize your name. Sky Pirates. I'm just going to take this quest because I feel like I saw that name while I was looking up something. Last Vigil. I'm gonna finish up this quest, and then I think I'm gonna call it. You spoke with Sir Imeric. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Imeric to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains a small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Ascian machinations, and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, New airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Ooh. Cutscene. You're one of the Warriors of Darkness. I recognize you. What are you looking at? Stop talking on Link Pearl and answer my questions. Ain't no way. Hold on. Is he, like, trying to track down the eyes? Because we threw them into the abyss, and he's just staring off into the abyss. Interesting. Oh, it's the other Warrior of Darkness. Thank you, Blenhairs. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected, then. I forgot how drippy Elidibus is. Aye, does not to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Oh, Alice. No. No, no. Oh, it's not Alice. Where is it? This way. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. Grr. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded boughs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Alright. Well, I think that this is a pretty good place to call it, as we successfully wrap up the ending of Post Heavensward. And on Thursday, I'm going to have a long stream trying to get through all of pre-Stormblood. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Let's find somebody to throw a quick raid out to. I wonder if Drac is still streaming. I saw her streaming earlier. Drac is still streaming. I'm gonna throw a raid out to Dracanis Haven, one of the players in my Wednesday game. Currently playing Bioshock Remastered. Dracanis Haven. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you all have a good one.